Hello everyone, this is Vinita Kumar. You're watching me on India Today. In the show today, the team of Kesari Veer. Welcome to the show, all of you.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the film. I think this is such a brilliant ensemble that you have out there. Yeah.
Thank you.
You have to tell me, is this just a religious film, or is there more to it?
A lot
more
more
to it.
unsung heroes. The first Jyotirling,
Ji.
the Somnath temple. The upteen times they tried to plunder it, and the people who fought to save the temple, save the culture, the wealth, the idol, everything. And it's about Shivji, Mahadev, and Vegadaji, the character that I'm playing, and
Hanji.
both the characters that they are playing. So there's a lot of history, untold history, that is a part of this.
A lot of history, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of emotions, relations,
Yeah.
faith, hope, everything.
Yeah. Since I mentioned this is about Mahadev, right? Let's talk about Mahadev. You mentioned, I was listening to your interview, and you mentioned that you were at Somnath
Ji, ma'am.
when this happened.
Yes.
What does Mahadev stand for you, for Sooraj Pancholi? Is it because he is also somebody who is more spiritually significant to a lot of people, apart from, of course, being this deity that we all worship, right?
For me,
For you.
he's the most balanced person to look up to. His life has always been balanced, So that is what I think every Mahadev believer feels like, a very balanced life and a very balanced soul, and very aligned soul is what we all seek for. And I've been a Shiv Bhakt since the beginning, since I was small. Actually, I'm mentioning this for the first time. So you remember, now look at this, remember Hero time, when Hero was releasing, you had gifted me one Shivji, this huge white one. I still have it.
Oh.
Right in front of my wall.
Yeah,
I have
yeah,
it.
of course.
The white one, the marble one.
Yeah.
So I think it was just meant to be that. Maybe that was my Shivji, but it was, I think, a contract for this film in a way. I'm talking 7-8 years ago. 8 years ago. So I mean.
Yeah. So, and of course this is more about personal faith, but when you do a film like this, Kesari Veer, we're talking about Somnath, does it also make you feel more connected to Mahadev?
100%.
100% it does. 100% it does. Like it does feel that the feeling that I've always had as a child for my country also.
Yeah.
It's a part of my country's history. It's a part of the damage that people have done continuously for years together without breaking us.
Yeah.
We're still soon going to be the number 3 superpower in the world. Can you imagine, after being plundered time and again, we've still stood up.
Yeah.
That means there's something to this land.
Yeah.
It's God's own country.
Absolutely.
When you talk about the world, I think God resides here also. And that's what the West and the world is realizing. So that connect will always be there.
Yeah.
Anything that is got to do with the country, I think, is the connect to all of us. A lot of actors, choose to do films like that. It could be sport, it could be war, it could be period, history, it could be our unsung heroes. This part of history was never taught to us.
Yeah.
And through cinema, if we can teach it, and now through education, if we can change history and get it, I won't say rewrite history, but to bring about these chapters in a state-wise movement, it would be beautiful.
Yeah. You mentioned that a lot of actors choose to do such scripts, and you've been one of those actors who actually sought, I believe, these scripts. You've done war films, you've done period dramas. Was there any time in the career where you were starting probably, or when you were there in the 90s, or you felt like I shouldn't be that vocal about what I feel about the country, about its politics, about anything, Did you ever feel like, no, I shouldn't
never,
go out?
Never. And I never connect my country feel to politics? Today, unfortunately, it is, आप country की बात करो तो ruling party की आप बात कर, ये एक जुट हो गया, वैसे है नहीं, I will appreciate any leader from any party for what they say. Today, I mean, I always liked the way Shashi Tharoor spoke and, you know, put his words out and stuff like that. Today, I'm admiring him after what has happened post Pahalgam and Operation Sindoor. Because no politics, it's my country. And that's the kind of people you seek. That's the kind of people who suddenly you see, wow, there's such a beautiful side to him. And I like that. And I like that because it's not about a party right now. It's about India and the problem and terrorism. I'm not even saying the people of Pakistan, but I'd say terrorism. I'd say the government, the army on the other side who are responsible for that.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So,
you know, in fact, all of you, because all of you are artists, all of you belong to the same industry. I did not even mention Pakistan, and Sir was not even afraid to use it while, you know, expressing whatever he said.
I think he was the first actor on camera who spoke about it.
when I talk about terrorism,
right.
See, I know when we go outside of India, they are huge fans of Indian films, Indian actors. They give a hell of a lot of respect.
Yeah.
And you come from a place which is so secular that has never differentiated. We've never differentiated, you're this caste, you're this community, nothing. The world might have its own way of putting India out there, saying, you know, this is it. But this is the safest place in the world to be. You know, this time everybody has spoken.
Yeah.
Irrespective of caste, creed, community, has spoken for the country. And once again, even if it was Operation Sindoor, what was it? We targeted places of terror and nothing else. And then there was ceasefire, and now we're quiet, we've held our own. But why is it connected to politics? I think that's why actors are scared to speak, because not because of the backlash of "Arey, fan following ki problem hai, iski problem hai," ki you'll connect me to politics. And no actor wants to be connected to politics. I don't even dream of ever becoming a politician. That is not in my agenda only. So I'm speaking, people shouldn't misunderstand.
Right.
That, oh, he wants to become a politician. I don't want to. If I'm doing a film like Kesari Veer, it's because of the love for the subject.
Yeah. You know, the way Suniel sir has been speaking about you, about the film, he's also playing this anchor in the film, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that he's been the same with you in personal life as well, being there as an anchor, you know.
Yes.
If you could just speak and could share some nuances about your relationship with him, both of you. I'm sure that you, of course, know him since your childhood, and of course you have known him from right now, right?
Yeah.
So if you could just share that.
Okay.
Don't force yourself to say anything.
No, I will always speak from my heart when it's about you. And I feel like, you know, I live away from my family, and he's playing my father in the film. And an actor always is able to perform their best when you get the best reactions from your co-actors, and I feel like he filled me up with so much warmth and love, you know, that fatherly love that I was able to, I feel, you know, do just to perform. And I take his guidance very seriously. Whatever comes out of his mouth, it gets printed in my heart, and I take it because he's been very vocal about, and his belief system is really strong. His conviction is very strong, so I've really learned that from him.
Yeah. To you.
With me, I mean, I don't know Sir. I've not met Sir as a child, but I met him during when I was doing my first movie with Athiya, and that's where Sir and me met, and we just connected, and it started off with fitness conversations. Then it started off with, oh, you should go train with Ahan, and then I think I trained with Ahan a couple of times, and we always were in touch. Whenever I had a few difficulties in my life, I always reached out to Sir, and I said, "Sir, I'm stuck here, what do I do?" And you know, he would always guide me and help me, and I remember those days, and you know, that is why I have so much respect for him. And can take a bullet for Suniel.
Oh my God. Lovely.
But
Thank
he
you.
is that person.
But even with him, I always knew that he would come out of everything is because, people look at training and physical training as, you want to look good. No, that tells you a lot about the character of the individual. It talks about consistency, and when you're consistent with anything in life, you cannot fail. You can manifest damn everything. Try getting up in the morning every day at 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock. Try going to the gym every day for an hour and a half. It's the toughest thing to do. It's like not getting out of school ever and not wanting to go to school every morning. There's some kids you have to. That's how difficult it is. And when you can take care of all that, you can take care of anything. And that's why it's very important. I always tell parents, get a kid into sport, and it'll be a different individual, a human being altogether.
Yeah. Sooraj, of course, like you are a young actor in the industry, and personally also I've seen a lot, A, does that help you become a better actor? And B, sir, I think because sir is the most senior person here, in fact, would tell you that sometimes in life people, compliment you for moving on. Oh, you did great. Oh, that way and this way. But sometimes in life you don't have any other way but to move on, right?
Yes.
Right. And you've been in that phase.
Ji.
How do you manage your way out from there? How do you constantly keep moving on without even seeing what lies ahead? Like, your destination would be
my
way
logic
ahead.
is simple. Clear mind, clear heart, clean heart. Keep working, always they say, mehnat ka phal ek din zarur safal hoga. So that was my motivation. My mom always kept me motivated. I never got into any kind of substance abuse or any kind of bad habit. I'm blessed, and for that I would like to take the credit because I kept myself strong. I've said, I've seen people go down the wrong way. I said, no, if I've not done something wrong, and there will be I believe in God, and I will succeed no matter what, and I never gave up. So I don't know who to talk about, but when you talk about experience, definitely life experiences give you a better reference point when you're acting as well. I think all actors, everybody, whatever experience they have, they use it in all their scenes. So it has, of course, helped me as a person, as an actor also.
So congratulations on becoming a grandfather. I'm sure that this is such a fantastic phase, and you wouldn't, like, it's of course unparalleled. The joy is unparalleled, right? Tell me this, when in personal life you meet this benchmark, this milestone, does all your struggles and do all your whatever motives and whatever goals you have in mind as an actor, as a business person, do all those things start looking tiny?
It does. It's a natural progression, and that's how you do it. Because you're looking at the entire family now, all of them mean as much to you. You want peace, you want love, you want the siblings to be the best of friends even today. You want the new members who come into your family to believe that they are a part of your family. So there is that extra effort to make sure that they are comfortable. You see, you've read, you've heard about families breaking up. You don't want all that. You just want to bring it together. So you become that one person, especially as grandparents, parents who want to bring everything together. And for me, it's always been about, I only break if there is a problem in the family when it comes to someone's health, or there's someone, you lose someone. I'm very weak when it comes to that. I'll take on the world, but if someone falls ill at home, I just don't know how to handle that situation. Then I'm like a little child. I'll be probably crying more than anything else. I need Mana's shoulder for that. So that's when you want all this to happen, because nothing matters. Eventually, actually doesn't matter. You don't understand it when you're young, but eventually you'll feel, oh, this is what life is about, and this is what settling down is all about.
So before I leave, there's this question that, it just lived with me, and I thought I'll just ask you. I was watching one of your interviews where you said that had I been a super successful actor, why do you think about that yourself in that way?
No, I don't think less of myself in any way.
When you ask me that question, I'm like, what?
No, but it is,
No, because he said that.
You know why? I continue to say that, because when you've seen success and then you've made mistakes, and you let that go off you. Box office, see in this industry, box office is success.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that's the way it's looked at. So I always say, even now, earlier I said, success for me now is striving to do a film where I carry that film on my shoulder and see it go well at the box office. So if a producer puts in ₹1, he makes 2. And then that's the time I'll say, I'm out of cinema completely. My only aim in life is to do that and nothing else. That's when I will feel completely satisfied that I've been blessed, I've played a good second inning, you know, and done a film on my, you know, carried it on my own shoulder and seen it through. And that's what an actor always wants, you know. They say ultimate retirement is when you're at your peak.
Yeah.
And it may not be at my peak mental best or otherwise in life. I'm very, very happy with the way I am. Don't get me wrong, I'm not someone who has a complex about anybody or anything in my life. I hero worship people that I believe in. I appreciate everybody who's around me. But like I always say, I am who I am. My attitude depends on who you are.
Right.
So if you show me attitude, you don't even exist for me, and you could be any damn person. Because I'm running my own home, I'm running my own family. My family is taking care of me and I'm taking care of them. I have friends to die for, relationships that are 60 years plus. My kindergarten friends are today my backbone. So I'm very secure there. But this, so if you see it through my eyes, that's what I meant.
Yeah, yeah. And lastly, Kesari Veer, the film, as you mentioned, that it represents our culture, our heritage, you know, the construction and, you know, how many times India has been attacked and reconstructed. Tell me this, how does this film fit in the scenario today where India, you know, our country is still reeling from whatever, you know, we have suffered through after Pahalgam, you know, and also maintaining the spirit of the nation together. How does the film represent that?
I think everything about the film, you know, happy in their own space, in spite of all that has happened in their life, never bitter about everything, has said yes to every individual who's decided to reside in this country and is a citizen of this country. There's only love, the most secular place, the most a place in the world where every religion is given equal love, treatment, justice, everything. This is the safest place in the world, according to me.
Yeah.
For Hindus, for Muslims, for Christians, for Jews, for Sikhs, for everybody. Yeah. We are truly secular. I mean, politically, there are different narratives that are going on, you know, and that is sad because we are only giving these narratives to the world. But it's not like that. When you see videos from all over the world come today, it's scary. That's not, we can express ourselves and we can do what we want here, you know.
Right, right. For you, Sooraj, what does the film represent?
I think it just represents, this is just a tribute to the unsung warriors.
Yeah.
I mean, it's currently what our soldiers are doing for us right now in the modern world. They have guns. That time they had swords. That's the only difference. It's about people who stood up for the right, like them, like our soldiers now. So that's what this film is about. To firstly, don't mess with the wrong people. That's what this film is about.
And we would be the wrong people.
Don't mess with Indians.
Yes.
Right.
It also says how people come together and you know, fight together, because in our film we've shown how the Bhils and the Rajputs came together and you know, fought for the country, and that's what it's about.
Yeah. So unity.
Unity.
Unity. Yeah.
So congratulations on that note again, and all the best for the film.
Thank you so much.
Kesari Veer, 23rd May.